It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. 21 July 2020. We are here. You are too, so we're making it so far. We're okay. We're good. All right. There's Ace, there's Chick, there's Josh. Josh, once again, sitting in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Hi.
Hi.
How about some jewelry right now? That's right. I think it's a good idea. Willie G's over there behind the glass. Behind the glass over there, it's Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. And then on the big screen TV, we have Christy Lee. We have this giant, it looks like a drive-in theater screen now in the building with us. So, and there's, let's see, I can see Pat Godwin over there. And then, wow, it looks like he's about to have his mugshot taken. Lee looks unhappy, disgruntled, but he's got the Nike swoosh on his side.
I thought it was James Hetfield at first from Metallica.
It's comedian Chad Daniels.
Menacingly looking
ladies and
down
gentlemen.
at us. Yeah.
Good to see you.
Hi, guys.
Oh, it's great to see you.
Down.
Chad, where are you? Are you in a hotel room?
I am in a hotel room in St. Louis.
Okay.
Ah, my old stomping grounds.
I guess that when
Yes,
I saw
it
what is that a fire
Extinguisher thing?
sprinkler system
sprinkler.
thing
Oh,
above
yeah.
your head?
Oh.
Yeah, it's where I hang my clothing.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, it's good to see it. Now, it's my understanding you are actually out on the road doing real live comedy shows.
That's true. For the first time ever, I actually asked the pilot yesterday on the way here. I said, "Hey, you've done this more than once in the last 4.5 months, right?" Because I'm going to have to listen to my set on the way to St. Louis to remember any of my material. I haven't written a joke. I've just been having fun. I haven't used any beard dye, as you can tell. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Nice.
unbelievable.
Like it.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what people say. That's what young women like to say, right? In their 30s, they go, "Ooh, I love a man with the salt and pepper hair. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go home and make out with my brunette boyfriend." So ridiculous.
So, God, you raise a good point. I hadn't thought about that the pilot kind of out of practice.
Yeah.
What does this button do? Don't touch the red one.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we didn't all come back on the same day, did we?
Right.
Wow. And so now I want to get your schedule straight. You are at the Helium Club in St. Louis, and that is this evening, correct?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And then Helium in Indy tomorrow, and then Thursday, the Tiger Room in Fort Wayne. Friday and Saturday, the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio. So
right.
have you done any shows at all yet, or is this going to be your first one tonight?
Yeah, this is my first one. I didn't do any Zoom shows or anything because that just seemed like I was holding on to comedy a little too tightly. Plus, I don't know if you've ever seen me do stand-up, but when people aren't laughing, I lose my mind.
I have seen
I've
that.
seen that. Yeah, I sure have.
Yes, we've seen your show.
That seems like a disaster. So.
Yeah.
So now, do you have to wear a mask on stage? What are the protocols for this?
So everybody's masked up in the crowd. The front row's 8 feet back. The staff is wearing a mask, and then I take my mask off on stage only, and that's how we're doing it.
Okay.
All right. Well, then how's your
yeah.
how is your regular life? Have you been fishing or boating? I know you're Minnesotan.
Yeah, I just actually bought a lake place, so I was trying to get on the show just to catch up with you guys, but I didn't have internet, and my cell service was horrible. But I have to tell you, I know this thing has been hard on everyone, but I have really enjoyed being home with my kids for 4.5 months. Although about a month into it, I think they got bored because they started arguing for no reason. My daughter will just ask me a question. She started a necklace company, and she goes, "Hey, what do you think about if I mailed these necklaces in some sort of styrofoam thing?" And I go, "Well, didn't you just pay money to have a recyclable box that you send, and then you're going to send styrofoam? That doesn't really seem right. And she goes, well, that's what I'm doing, so it doesn't matter. Like, okay. So now I'm just a sounding board, and my son didn't even ask me questions to start a fight. He just sounded like that little kid on what's that movie with Tom Cruise where he was with Renee Zellweger?
Jerry Maguire?
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Maguire. He just walks up to you and goes, you know that human head weighs 8 pounds?
So all is well.
At one point he goes, I have a 103 fever. And I go, well, go to the doctor. And he goes, no, it's 103. And I go, do you mean 103? And he goes, no, 100.3. And I go, you got to say the point, man. You have to say the point.
Yes.
Because, and then he sends me this thing that says in the English language, and can actually replace the decimal point. And I was just like, Isaac, bring your friend hither. Because that's the exact same time period where that was acceptable. You're not writing the doctor a check. You're giving him your temperature. Stop.
So do you have a boat? If you have a house on a lake?
Yeah, I do. I have a pontoon boat.
Nice.
Which actually, like you said, I'm going to Indy tomorrow, and this pontoon boat's at Bennington, so it was made in Indiana. It's an Indiana company. And I don't know if anyone at the shows is going to be named Bennington, but I hope so, because I'm going to try to be friends with them, because they've somehow managed to charge $60,000 for a piece of wood with a couch on it. It's just a floating, it's like I may as well have saved all my gallon milk jugs and made my own. It's incredible.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure the young ladies, there's nothing like a Bennington to get them hot, though, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez. Can you water ski off that baby, or is it just for, like, fishing?
Yep.
Oh, you can?
Well, yeah, you can fish. Well, yeah, because they call it's like a family room that floats. That's the big idea behind it. But, yeah, we fish and we tube and water ski and stuff like that. I just ended up putting a bigger motor on it because I didn't want to get two things.
I see. Well, cool.
Yep.
Well, is your love life engaged at all? I mean, is it anything happening, or is it?
Oh, you said engaged. You split the word up. I thought you were going to say in shambles.
We're talking with comedian Chad Daniels. I'm sorry, Chad, no personal questions. Chad Daniels, once again, on the road, bringing live comedy back to the universe. Tonight at the Helium Club in St. Louis, tomorrow at the Helium Club in Indy, then Thursday, the Tiger Room in Fort Wayne. I just love the name. It just sounds like it's back. It's like 1958 again, and hey, your buddy Al is in the Tiger Room.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Friday and Saturday at the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio, for some great live comedy. Well, Chad, you're looking good. We like the salt and pepper look.
That's nice of you to say.
Now, I know that you're a big sports fan. Chick McGee here, our sports director.
Thanks, Tom, for that wishy-washy introduction. I appreciate it.
Is somewhat convinced that it's going to be pretty tough getting sports back up and running, but I know you've got to be pretty excited.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see sports up and running, but then, you're seeing everybody having to delay their season because they tested positive and whatever else, and these bubbles that they're putting the athletes in, I just don't understand how they're going to do it. But, I played beanbags and stuff, and I'm looking to send some videos to ESPN because I did some pretty good shots.
Yeah, man, sure.
Well, good.
Why not?
Right.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad you're doing well, and I think it's great that you're able to do some live shows once again. And
me too.
stay in touch. Let us know how these go.
And you've got a special or two on Amazon, correct?
Yeah, I have a special called As Is that was recorded 2011, 2012, something like that. And
so
then,
people can go see that again tonight live.
Yeah. It's funny because when you watch the two specials back to back, they're only I think 7 years apart, but it looks like I've aged 57 years.
Well, they're both terrifically funny, man. They're wonderful.
Well, thank you. That's very nice. Thanks a lot.
Well, thanks, Chad. We're going to sign off. It's great seeing you. Best of luck tonight, tomorrow.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you,
man.
Chad.
Enjoy that boat. God, that sounds
I
awesome.
know. I
That's
love
awesome.
a pontoon
So great.
boat.
Yeah.
It's a party on the water.
Especially the ones you can water ski off. That's
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
the best.
Absolutely.
Speaking of water skiing.
Yes. We'll have that in a minute.
Well,
Wait a minute. We'll have that now?
well, yesterday I was telling you that.
You saw deer water skiing.
We have, so we have this world water skiing record.
Kind of like
coming up.
how
Did he
Chad,
have? Did he have 4 skis or 2?
That's a good question, Christy.
In your guys' head, are you imagining it? Is he holding the tow rope with his mouth? Because that's a
See, me too.
And that's a good time.
No,
And he has to have 4 little skis.
that sentence
I am
was,
imagining one in one hoof and then the other hoof up in the air.
No, you,
I saw
you
a deer-
delivered that sentence like Chad's son delivers the temperature.
I know. I saw a deer water skiing. I probably should have clarified. No, I was water skiing near Harbor Springs, Little Traverse Bay. And we used to water ski there all the time. It's
Yeah.
the best. Sure. And I was out there behind the boat. And as you know, when I water ski, I always wore socks.
Oh, you water ski behind the boat. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait a minute. You still wear
unique.
socks when you water ski?
Not anymore, but there was a time because I
think you do. I think
I
you
had
do.
I had seen the movie Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Sure.
It's still one of the greatest movies ever made.
Very scary.
And the creature comes up and he grabs you by the foot and pulls you in. So
Yeah.
I always figured, well,
if you're wearing
if I'm wearing
socks.
socks, all he gets is a sock. And I know it's something's going on. I get out.
You ever
Yeah.
tried taking off a wet sock?
Yes, every day.
It might give him a better grip.
Exactly.
And if you think I am making this up, we can call my sister Jan or either of my
we don't
brothers,
have
and they'll
that kind
tell
of
you. So I no seriously. So I see this deer water skiing.
Yeah.
No, I'm the one water skiing.
Sure.
And this deer, and like I remember I'm looking over the wake, going, "What the hell's that up there?" Because you got to be careful. There'll be floating logs and stuff
Yes. Yeah.
occasionally.
I bet it looked like a branch.
And then you realize, oh my God, it's a live deer swimming, and I'm like a mile from shore.
So
We're
at
good
least,
swimmers.
at least it was in the water.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
the deer
I
was.
thought you saw it on the shore. Yesterday.
No. I'm a mile out.
What a non-story that is.
Yeah, right?
You think this is a non-story, but this is true.
Yeah. No, that's weird. That would be very weird.
Do you know what you call a deer that's water skiing?
No, what?
A ski doe.
Oh.
Not a ski-doo, a ski-do.
Man, I look, I love Willie. He's so funny, but he gets a lot of leeway.
Yeah.
Like, he gets way more leeway than I
He's
ever
the
had.
boss's son. Come on.
He's a golden child. There's no doubt about it.
Josh, I was just hoping we wouldn't call any attention to it. We kind of just let it cruise by.
So it was weird. And then another story similar. I was talking to one of the DNR guys about it.
Of course you were.
Well,
Because everyone goes, when they water ski, they hook up with the DNR people.
Sure,
Of course.
absolutely.
I knew the DNR guys because I was doing news on the radio. And he said that, the deer see the lights of Charlevoix across the bay.
Oh, the
and
lights
they-
of Charlevoix.
The lights of Charlevoix.
Yes.
One day I'll be there.
Yes.
Tending bar.
It's like a Fitzgerald short story.
And somebody will walk in and go, where are your deer nuts? And they'll go under a buck. And then,
the big egg or whatever the hell.
Right. Exactly.
Man,
Josh,
I'm
I thought
killing
my
it.
dad was going to go, regionally, Hemingway would have made more sense than the Nick Adams stories
Well,
take
lights
place.
on the water, I always
Well,
think.
Hemingway was more toward Boyne City. And,
Sure. What is DNR, for those who don't know?
Department of Natural Resources.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Unless it's some drug reference, Willie, is that it?
DNR? No, I can think of some fun drug references there, but no, I
okay.
don't think so.
Then one night I was walking back on the beach by myself, and I didn't have a flashlight, and it was pitch black, and I tripped over a dead deer on the shore.
Oh, that's a bummer.
That's terrifying. A dead, wet carcass soaked, rotting on the beach.
Got hit by a boogie board or
what
something.
part of it did you trip over?
The deer.
No, I mean like
The
his
body?
head.
The body.
Oh.
I remember like it was yesterday. It was soggy and awful. And
That is.
for those of you, it was about, I'd say, a half mile north of 5 Mile Creek. So
Oh, great.
I'm sure they've cleaned it up by now.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh.
Nature itself.
Yes.
All right. Well, we have. I bring this up because we have a great water skiing story. We were just talking to Chad Daniels about water skiing. This is a video you must watch. It's the new world record for water skiing on stilts.
A Minnesota man has set the unofficial record for the world's tallest water ski on stilts. Last week, Chris Dens water skied around Hartley Lake on 11-foot stilts. his attempt to break the previous record of 10.5 feet set by Glenn Sperry, who even reached out to help Dens break his record.
Oh, that's nice.
Dens, a dentist and co-founder of the Brainerd Ski Loons Water Ski Show team,
Yes.
it's a team,
Yeah.
said he had been inspired by Sperry's record, and after making a Facebook post, asked for help. Sperry called Dens to lend him some tips and tricks on water skiing on skill.
Up there in Brainerd, huh?
Oh, yeah, take care of that right here in Brainerd.
You got the word nerd in it and the word
Oh,
brain.
my gosh. Have you
Dens
seen this?
now believes he
best.
could maybe go higher one day, but until then, he's waiting to hear back from Guinness. He submitted his application for the record. What a gigantic waste of time.
Oh, it's the best.
It's not
so
even
cool.
an official record yet.
Dan's achievement also coincides with his 6th wedding anniversary. He's been married 6 years. Wow. Doesn't he know he can get out of it? Jeez. That's a record. What's that all about? Criminy.
Oh, it's so cool.
Wait, are these stilts, like attached to the skis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So imagine-
attached to his legs.
Yes, you've got an 11-foot.
So it's not like a regular water ski where you just slide your foot in. It's some sort of ski boot, maybe.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he's got like these 11-foot boards. It looks like they're running up his leg, and he's kind of lashed to them.
Yeah.
I mean, if this went wrong at speed, this would be quite the faceplant. But the trick is starting. He's sitting on a dock, and the trick is as soon as the line is taut, they have to gun it, and he has to jump up and.
Wow.
It's super funny looking, though.
11
Don't you
feet.
love those water ski shows where they go by
Yes.
pyramids and all that
I
stuff?
do love them.
Fairly indifferent to them.
Yeah. Okay.
What don't you like about it?
Whatever happens
Go
to
to
this
the
guy, he
Wisconsin
deserves
Dells.
it. Okay.
Oh, that's so funny.
Good
Come
Lord.
on, Josh. What's wrong with
It's
that?
funny.
What is
Josh.
it? Too much joy?
If I saw that, I would be I'd be howling and cheering.
Too much
Of course.
joie de vivre? You'd rather be
No, of course
at
I'd
your
be.
house,
Criminy.
knee deep in Dostoevsky
Oh, no, I would-
between masturbation breaks.
I would gladly toast that
I'll
man.
tell you what, this next chick sounds pretty good. I better go crank one. No.
Wow.
Crank one.
Hey, that's what I do. That's what I do. I sit at home.
Well, Josh, guess what?
What?
Today is National Junk Food Day as well, so you can add that to your list of things that you get to do today. What's your favorite junk food?
Oh boy, donuts.
Chocodiles?
Really?
Chocodiles is up there. Yeah, that's the chocolate-covered Twinkie.
Never even heard of that.
You got to start filming your show, Learn How to Eat.
I'm starting to get them mapped out.
Good.
Maybe get chocolate-covered Twinkies and get some nice warm chocolate and double dip them.
Yes, it's a learn how to eat and fattest thing I've ever done combo.
Okay, good. Well, this world champion water skier, we'll stick this video in the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. It's hilarious.
If you can't watch it right away, it's okay.
I think we should try to get this guy on the phone, Dean.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, are you kidding
man.
me?
Oh, man, this is the best.
Oh, this just in, he's dead. We can't.
Give it a shot. Bless his heart.
Went under a bridge.
Okay, we already have the video up.
Under a bridge.
That was 10-8. He didn't read it right.
What was the clearance?
Okay, that would be the funniest death ever. A guy water skiing on stilts hitting a railroad bridge would be worth it. Probably got to get him on the phone now.
Okay.
There's the track phone
hold that
hotline.
thought.
Could you answer that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Oh, hey, Donnie,
Donnie.
how are you?
Chick, I'm going to tell you right now, apple cider vinegar,
Oh.
you're going to want to gargle it, then
Okay.
take a hot bath in Epsom salt,
Okay.
and then switch over to about 2 bags of whore feed for the next week. You're going to be a lot better off.
All right.
All right, got you. Thank you, Donnie.
And Tom, you was talking about pussing out when you seen that deer swimming in the water while you was water skiing.
Well, it was scary, Donnie.
God.
I could have hit the thing with the antlers and everything.
Are you afraid he's going to bite your ankles or something?
Well, I don't know. I thought I might face
You
plant or
afraid you're going to fall in the water and get impaled on a deer antler?
something like that, yeah. Why?
Is that how come you wear socks in the water?
Well, I wear socks in the water, so in case a creature comes from down below and grabs
Well, I hate to say it, Tom, but you getting impaled by an antler in Michigan while water skiing near a gas station with a fuel tanker is about the most Tom way you could die.
Yeah, sure as hell could, yeah.
Anyways, I hate deers.
You do?
Because they ruin trucks. They totaled Uncle Sonny's El Camino.
Uh-huh.
Two of my four-wheelers and Boner's stepdad's snowmobile.
Oh.
Deer, huh?
Oh,
I hate deer so much that I'll root for the hunter when I watch Bambi. I swear to God.
Whoa.
Hey, I know it seems unchristian, but the fact remains, where do these deers get off? You know, encroaching on our roads like they own them, you know? Deers are basically Canadian geese with more meat and longer legs. I say it right to their face.
I agree.
And we pay the taxes for these roads, Mr. Deer. So when you want to start doing your fair share, you can start using the roads regular. Until then, I say all deers need to stay off. State law, you know. You'd have thought by now word would have made itself through the deer den that cars and trucks hurt when they smash into you.
The deer den?
Deer den.
These dumbass deers ain't even figured it out by now. No, they keep leaping out. You know, like bullfighters without capes, endangering human lives. You know, I'll give you a little hint, and Tom already knows this. Deers hate human pee. They're allergic to it.
Yeah, they don't like urine.
Well, and that's why Tom's always bragging about whizzing on his halfa plants back home.
You pee in the hostas. It keeps the deer from eating them, yeah.
Keep the deers, you know, from eating them. So, free tip from Donnie Baker on how to avoid the deers with your car at night. Now, I've been doing this last 7 years. I ain't hit one deer never. But before you head home from the bar, late at night, you know, and you feel like you're driving on the back roads, and before all that, take a long, healthy whiz on the grill of your truck.
oh, I see.
Just let it go. It'll drain the vein. You know, I like to see if I can knock all the dead buds off my halogens before, you know, my stream runs out. Trust me, first off, it'll help lower your blood alcohol contents, and third, and better than Ezra, your chance of hitting a deer, there ain't going to be no chance of it. I swear to God. Now, I'm Donnie Baker, and I approve this message. Whiz on the grill. State law.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. We do not approve of that message or anything else that comes out of Donnie's mouth. Okay.
And speaking of world records, what's the one name that's been missing from our world records today?
David Rush.
David Rush in Idaho?
And guess what we have?
No.
Yeah. Wait till you hear what it is.
All right.
David Rush has yet another world record. The Guinness World Records for most target hits with chopsticks in 1 minute.
Like he's sort of throwing them like darts?
He's throwing chopsticks.
Yes. According to Rush,
What's he hitting?
he was required to use a 31.5-inch archery target. And for a hit to count, each chopstick needed to go into the board as well as stay in the board for the full minute. The chopsticks also needed to land in the inner 4 of the 10 concentric circles of the target board.
Josh is done.
Therefore, only 16% of the target is counted for the record.
That's terrific.
He had to throw the chopsticks from 4 meters away, just over 13 feet. Rush managed to land 19 metal chopsticks in the center of the target, shattering the previous record of 14.
I'm watching this. Okay, so
You're watching this.
He's throwing them end over end.
Yeah.
Metal chopsticks and it into a traditional target.
We have to stop this, man. I mean, something has to be done.
Yeah. He hates his wife or something. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe you could take him on, except you could use a fork.
I bet there's a different record for a fork.
That he'll break next week.
Yeah.
What was the movie? Was it Mystery
Men?
Mystery Men, where instead of being a knife thrower,
Hank Azaria?
Yeah.
Hank Azaria.
Forks, yeah.
Through
The Blue
fork.
Raja through forks.
The first half of that movie is so funny.
It's great. William H. Macy, Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Really funny.
Well, there you go. Chopsticks,
Remember
ladies and gentlemen.
William H. Macy was the shoveler. he shovels really well.
I think the key to that story is they're metal chopsticks.
Yeah.
Wooden ones wouldn't do so well, I would think.
No. It's just. Does he have the record yet for the most records?
Apparently not.
I'm not participating in any of this.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care at all.
Your son doesn't. You're disappointing your son.
And it's honestly, it's turning from apathy to anger. I don't.
Right. Isn't that weird how that happens?
Yeah.
Okay, now, Josh, do you use chopsticks when you go for Asian food?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I'm very skilled with chopsticks.
Remember, he lived in Korea.
Yeah.
Well,
And they were all metal in Korea, so
They're harder to use.
they are, and I can pick up a single grain of rice.
Can you
pick up-
really?
Oh yes,
Oh,
yeah, I'm quite
impressive.
good. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I can take a little piece of chicken, throw it up in the air with the chopsticks, and catch it with the chopsticks.
Now, why do you think
Wow.
he's so adept at using chopsticks, Tom? Do you have any thoughts
Oh,
on that?
no.
Because
Why?
I ate so much. Is that what?
No, I didn't say that
Because
at all.
you use chopsticks.
I've thought about having my fingers removed and chopsticks put in their places. So fat, I'm so fat. I am the fattest, I am fat. Nobody's fatter than me.
You're like an old friend now.
Fatter than me.
Oh, I like the dance.
I would do it. I'd replace my fingers with chopsticks if I didn't think I'd
you
get
eat
splinters when I
less.
masturbate.
Oh, no.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.